What's going on, everyone? Thanks for watching my video today. I'm in a bit of a somber mood after yesterday. It was a rough sports day for me. I already touched on the Devontae Adams trade in a video I just made. It's on the channel if you haven't. I was pretty measured. I wasn't too emotional in that video, but it definitely made me sad to see Devontae Adams go. But something that made me even sadder was how my March Madness bracket shook out yesterday. I think a lot of people can relate to this because the upsets that have already happened were just extremely frustrating. It's just March Madness, yes, it's called Madness for a reason, but this was a little out of hand, even more out of hand than the Oral Roberts situation from last year. Because at least that was funny. At least it was funny to see Dwayne Washington get memed around Twitter, and just everyone's like, Oral Roberts, oh my god. There was none of that yesterday. Just sadness. My pick for my championship was number 2 Kentucky defeats number 5 Iowa. Now, I understand that not everyone picked that championship. That was unique to me, but I think a lot of people had Iowa and Kentucky going at least pretty far in their tournaments. Kentucky goes against St. Peter's, the 15th seed. I didn't even know that college existed until a week ago. And they lose in overtime. You got Oscar Tshiebwe, who's going to be the National Player of the Year most likely. He's pretty much, I saw in the sleeper app, the analysis they had was he's the best college rebounder since Wilt Chamberlain or something. And he kind of is. He was awesome in that game. He was not the reason they lost. He played great. But you got him, you got Ty Washington, a future lottery pick, if the mock drafts are correct. And they just lose to this anonymous school. Like, how is that possible? I'm down $20 already, and then Iowa loses to the Richmond Spiders, another school I was only like I'm not even sure if I knew they existed. I feel like I did, but maybe not. Maybe they're in the St. Peter's boat. My parents dropped me back off college last week, and we were watching Richmond play in their tournament game because it was in the restaurant. They had it on TV, and my mom was telling me how she knew the head coach of Richmond, Chris Mooney, from high school or something. So it was kind of just setting this whole week up. Like, and then I was looking at Richmond in the bracket, and I was just thinking, like, there's no way this random dude is good that my mom knows from like 30 years ago is going to beat a team I have going to the championship, right? And that's exactly what happened. So that frustrated me as well. And yet, even like UConn losing to New Mexico State. In my tournaments, I forget if I picked New Mexico State or not. I don't care at this point because my two teams are already out. But the amount of upsets was wild. Even the Creighton-San Diego State game, that wasn't much of an upset, but it came down to, because it's the 8-9, but it came down to the final second. So I'm sure there was plenty of people sweating that one out if they had one of the losing team, if they had San Diego State going farther in the tournament than in their bracket. That is just March Madness. That's March Madness for you. It's only day one. There's more games today. Then there's going the round of 32. There's only going to be crazier stuff that's going to happen. Michigan won too. That's the other thing that made me mad. Michigan, everyone's like, Michigan, they shouldn't be in the tournament. If they didn't do this, this, and this, they wouldn't even have gotten in. Sure, they're a big program, but like they only went 17 or 14, and then they won too. And that started off the day bad for me as well. And I even the second game, I forget what it was, but I picked that one wrong. That wasn't a crazy. It was just a rough day. It was just a rough day for the tournament. I think a lot of people can relate to that because I think Michigan was a popular choice that people picked against. I think people like Kentucky and Iowa going far. So very frustrating stuff. But that's March Madness for you. That's the month of March. I guess that's what we learned. So thanks for watching my video today. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And just one thing I want to put out there before I end the video. I just want to say thank you to my consistent viewers over the past few months because, I'm not getting all these people to tune in my stuff, but there's a good, consistent viewership growing. I'm getting about 15 to 20 views on every video. So the people that are tuning in, I really appreciate it. We got to grow from somewhere. I appreciate that a lot. So thanks for watching the video. As always, keep it up. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys. Have a good rest of your day.